I learned that one of the biggest wishes most people have in their life is, I wish I started earlier. And I share this with you because lately I've been having many conversations with people and clients who have been meaning to launch this idea or project that continues to call their soul, but they continue to procrastinate. Trust me, I know all about procrastination because there have been many moments in my life where I delayed on projects and ideas, and as a result, I missed out on so many great opportunities. But after learning the power of taking action, the power of doing it now, the power of getting started, boba started taking place. Boba, you ask? Boba. Now, I'm not talking about the tapioca pearl drink. I'm talking about blessings, opportunities, breakthroughs, and abundance started to take place. And I know the same can happen for you and so much more if you simply just get started. So if you've been delaying on a project or idea you've been meaning to launch for a while now, whether it's a YouTube channel, a book, a podcast, a new business idea, a course, or whatever creative endeavor that's calling your soul, then this video's for you. Today, we're going to talk about 10 ways to overcome procrastination and ways to get started, to get you in motion like the ocean. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Romeo Marquez Jr., international speaker and success coach, helping coaches, creators, and entrepreneurs make a bigger impact, income, and influence in their life and business. I'm super grateful and honored to have you here. So here are 10 reasons why I think people procrastinate on their projects or ideas and ways to overcome them. Oh gosh, well that was a great example of my first point. Now we got horns. This is another great example of my first point. Number one, perfectionism. People want everything to be perfect from the start. Now, the way to overcome that is to shift your focus to progress over perfection. See, perfection is nothing more than an illusion. No one's first draft at anything was perfect. Whether it be for a video, a book, a podcast, or a business idea, I want you to think about some of your favorite entrepreneurs, creators, or artists. Do you think their first attempt at whatever they built was perfect? Probably not. But did they start anyway? 100%. One of my favorite quotes is by Zig Ziglar. He said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." Another phrase that I really love as it relates to overcoming perfectionism is, "Done is better than perfect." Shout out to my soul sister Tiffany for being the first person to tell me that. In fact, creating this YouTube video is a great example of just getting started. I literally just bought a new camera, the Osmo 3, a few months ago. I have a DSLR camera, I have the lights, the mics, but I'm purposefully not using those to show you don't need everything in place to get started. I'm using my phone to record this. I'm using this tissue box as my phone holder. Ideas don't come fully formed, Mark Zuckerberg said. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started. Reason number two. Fear of failure. People worry that they might fail and in turn will be labeled as a failure. Now, the way to overcome that is to shift fear of failure to a learning opportunity. See, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. I've learned that successful people aren't those who never fail. They are those who learn from their failures and keep moving forward. They see failure as nothing more than feedback. Thomas Edison is actually a great example of this. In response to a question about his missteps when making the light bulb, Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that will not work." Michael Jordan also knows about the power of failure because he said, "I failed over and over and over again, and that is why I succeed." See, each failure brings you one step closer to your goal. And so instead of having this fear of failure, see failure as a teacher rather than an undertaker, because like my mentor Jack Canfield said, everything you want in life is on the other side of fear. Reason number three, fear of judgment. People worry about what others might think or say if they launch this idea or project, and this fear can come from the desire of acceptance or approval. Now, some ways to overcome this fear of judgment is to realize that judgment is going to happen. Realize that no matter what you do, no matter what you launch, no matter what you put out there in the world, people will judge you. People will criticize you, even if your project serves the greater good. Accepting this fact can help you focus on what needs to be done rather than focusing on the opinions of others. One quote that has helped me in regards to the fear of judgment is, "When someone judges you, it doesn't define who you are. It just defines the person who judges you as someone who judges." Another way to overcome the fear of judgment is to focus on your purpose. Reconnect with why you're wanting to start this idea, why you're wanting to start this project in the first place. Keep your focus on the value you're providing and the impact you're creating, because when your purpose is strong and clear, it will outweigh any and all fears. One last way to overcome the fear of judgment is to to remember the audience you're serving. Focus on the people who will benefit from your work. Think about how your project or idea will inspire, empower, and positively impact their lives. By addressing this fear of judgment with purpose, you free yourself to make meaningful progress. Remember this quote by Eleanor Roosevelt in regards to the fear of judgment. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Reason number 4, lack of time. People feel too busy due to their current responsibilities, whether that be at work, home, or elsewhere. The way to overcome that is time blocking, carving out small, dedicated blocks of time. And this can be super helpful no matter how busy your schedule is. The way to do that is to look at your current schedule, assess the schedule, and then identify free blocks of time, whether it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. And I say this because you don't need hours and hours of free time to make progress. If you spend time scrolling on social media or binge watch on Netflix, then you definitely have time for your project or idea. And the key thing around this is to create a consistent routine. Try to keep these time blocks consistent each day or week, as that will help you stick to your schedule. Remember, small, consistent efforts lead to massive results. And keep one of my favorite quotes in mind by Jim Rohn as it relates to scheduling. He said, either you run the day or it runs you. Reason number 5, self-doubt. People question their abilities, their talents, their gifts. They question their ideas and projects, and therefore not doing the project or idea at all. The way to overcome this is to embrace your greatness. And one tip to embrace the greatness is to acknowledge all your past achievements. Write down a list of all your past successes, your accomplishments, big and small. This list is going to remind you that you have the ability to achieve great things. Another way to overcome this are positive affirmations. Positive affirmations reinforce self-belief. Say affirmations like, I am capable, I am valuable, I am called to do great things. And one more way to overcome self-doubt is surround yourself with positive and like-minded people. There are 2 types of people. There are anchors and there are motors. Anchors are the people that are bringing you down. Motors are the ones that are going to keep you moving forward. And being around motors will help you maintain a positive mindset. As it relates to this, T. Harv Eker said, successful people have fear. Successful people have doubts. And successful people have worries. They just don't let these feelings stop them. Reason number 6, lack of resources. People think they need to have all these resources, all these tools, all this money to get going. Totally not true. One way to overcome this is to use what you have. Remember, it's not about the resources. It's all about being resourceful. One of my favorite quotes as it relates to this is a quote by John Wooden. He said, do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. So don't wait for the perfect tools or the ideal circumstances to start. You often have enough resources to get you going. And this could be things like your phone or your laptop or your notebook, Google Docs for writing, Canva for designing, or CapCut for video editing. Start small. Start with what you have. The key thing here is learn as you go, and you'll be surprised about how much you can achieve as long as you stay consistent and just use what you have. Reason number 7, distractions. People get easily sidetracked by tasks and obligations. The way to overcome this is to minimize distractions. Distractions are going to happen, but remember, you have full control on how much energy you spend on these distractions. Some ways to overcome this is to, number 1, create a dedicated workspace. Set up a specific area in your home or your office where you can fully focus on your project or idea without any interruptions. Number 2, declutter your workspace. A clutter-free workspace leads to a clutter-free mind. Keep only the essential items on your desk to avoid any visual distractions. And number 3, turn off any and all notifications. Silence them. Those notifications on your phone, your computer, or any other devices. This includes social media alerts, email notifications, or any other app notifications. By limiting these distractions, I promise you it will create an environment where you can fully focus and make meaningful progress. Here are 2 quotes as it relates to minimizing distractions. The first one is by James Clear. He said, focus is the art of knowing what to ignore. And the other one is by Steve Jobs. He said, focus and simplicity. Once you get there, you can move mountains. Reason number 8, analysis paralysis. People overthink and overplan without ever taking action. It's easy to get stuck in this cycle of gathering information and weighing out options without ever moving forward. One way to overcome this is to limit your research. Set up a time limit for your research phase. For example, allocate 1 week to gather all that information, and then by the end of the week, make a decision. Speaking of decision, another way to overcome analysis paralysis is to practice making quick decisions. It is your moments of your decision that that your destiny is shaped, Tony Robbins said. And what I've learned, what separates the good from the great, are those who make quicker decisions. One last way is to trust your intuition. Your intuition will guide you in the right direction. While it's important to consider all the facts and all that data, don't discount your intuition because it will help you break free from over-analysis. Tune in. You got to tune in. So before I get into reason number 9, I want to show you this beautiful peacock that I came in contact with. Look at you, gorgeous. Hi. Wow, so beautiful. Let me give you a closer look at this beautiful peacock. Ooh, it's coming closer. Hi there. Hi. Wow, majestic. Look at the colors. That's right, let people know who you are. Reason number 9, lack of accountability. Without accountability, it's easy to procrastinate, it's easy to lose focus, and so having someone or something to answer to can help you with the motivation and discipline needed to start and maintain progress on your idea or project. One way to have this accountability is to find an accountability partner. This could be a friend, a colleague, a mentor, someone you can check in with regularly to talk about your progress. My accountability partner is Steve Dennis, who I met at a Jack Canfield event back in 2010. So we've been accountability partners for about 14 years now, and it has been a game changer for achieving some of our biggest goals. And one more way for accountability is to hire a coach. A coach can provide guidance, support, insight, and feedback that will elevate your success way more than you know. Having regular sessions with them can help you stay focused, motivated, and remind you of your greatness. Bob Proctor said accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. Airplane. And reason number 10, lack of energy. People don't get started with their idea or project because they feel too tired, they feel too drained. And this lack of energy can come from various factors, such as poor sleep, stress, unhealthy eating habits, or a lack of physical activity. And when you're low on energy, your brain can't even function properly, which results in decreased focus and poor decision making. A few ways to increase your energy is to, number 1, prioritize sleep. Getting adequate and quality sleep is super important. Ideally, you want to get like 7 to 9 hours per night, and the key thing around this is you want to create a consistent sleep schedule. Number 2, make healthier eating choices. A good, healthy nutrition plays a significant role in maintaining high energy levels. You can do that by avoiding excessive sugar, excessive processed foods, because those foods will cause you to crash, cause you to want to sleep, cause you to feel tired, and cause you to not feel like doing anything. So instead, increase eating more whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. And of course, drink water. You got to drink water. You got to stay hydrated because dehydration causes fatigue. And of course, that in itself reduces your ability to focus. And number 3, exercise regularly. Doing some sort of physical activity on a regular basis boosts your energy levels. It puts you in a better mood and just enhances your overall well-being. Aim for at least 30 minutes of physical exercise a few days a week and find activities you enjoy, because that's going to be more sustainable. Because if you do activities that's not enjoyable, I promise you're not going to feel motivated to work out. And remember, even short, simple workouts like walking can make a huge difference. Warren Buffett said, without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you don't have nothing. Remember, everything is energy. So there you have it, 10 reasons why I think people procrastinate and ways to overcome them. In the comments below, I would love to know, what's that one idea, that one project you've been putting off, you feel called to create, but are now fully committed to bringing it to the world? I want to know because I want to cheer you on. I want to end this video with a couple of my favorite quotes. The first one is by Patanjali. When you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. And the second one is by Victor Hugo. He said, nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. This is your moment to launch that idea, that project now, because when you do it now, NOW, you have new opportunities waiting. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content to elevate your greatness so you can make a bigger impact, income, and influence in your life and business. I love you, I believe in you, and I hope to catch you in the next video. It's time.